Well, feeding our pets can be tricky with so many options for foods and treats on store shelves. But our pet expert and petrendologist, Charlotte Reed, just got back from the Global Pet Expo in Orlando, and she has tips on the latest and healthiest pet dining trends. Welcome back, and I want to talk about a pet expo. What is that? Because that sounds like it's official.
Well, Global Pet, first of all, you guys look great. I'm happy to be back with you, of course, and it's nice to meet you, Lulu.
Nice to meet you.
Global Pet Expo is like dying and go to doggy and cat heaven. It's like 3,000 products plus on the Orange County Convention Center, and all you do is see dog strollers. Now, it's pet industry related, so you don't have a lot of pet owners like yourselves,
Right.
but it's just amazing. It's all the what's new, what's happening in the pet industry.
Do people bring their pets, like
Some people do
owners?
bring their pets. I mean, I generally use the animals, happy morrow, and tie the tongue the second day because I like to take pictures with the products. So we have, for example, one of my clients, Carolina Pet, they own the license for Pendleton. So one of the things that we did, which was really fun, is the Big Lebowski is really hot again. So they make Big Lebowski sweaters for the dogs, and there was a cutout of Jeff Bridges. So I did the Jeff Bridges sweater. The dogs were Jeff and Jeff Bridges, so it was really great to do. And also just, you know, other things, whether you're going to try food or treats or
So what are people looking for when they say pet food? Because I know that's one of the big things that are there too.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I mean, one of the things I noticed at this year's show was pet food and treats were really the biggest thing. So this is what I'm doing. I prepared the ultimate food bag for you to talk about food trends.
Okay.
So people really are looking to feed their dogs like they're looking to feed themselves. They want certified, organic, and healthy pet food. That's a really, really high quality. So I discovered this great new food, and as you can see, Morrow is eating it. So it's called, it's Pecurian's Gather, and it comes in 4 formulas. So it's sustainable, it's which means obviously they're sourcing very close to their manufacturing facility. Also, for example, they have 4 flavors. They have 3 for dogs and then 1 for cat. So there's a free-range chicken, where that means the chickens are not caged.
What? These dogs are eating well.
They're eating very, very well as a wild ocean. Now the wild ocean, actually the dogs are eating it right now, but the wild ocean, believe it or not, is not net caught, it's line caught. So it's more sustainable, so they're not dragging the nets on the bottom floor, and they're really not hurting any other animals. They're looking for their fish. And also it's made with great sources of protein. So you've got your chicken, you've got your ocean, and then also, which is really cool, people are thinking about having their pets go vegan. Now, you can't go vegan for cats because one of the most important amino acids for cats is taurine. Now, dogs can actually make it themselves from food, but cats can't. So if you have a dog that has, for example, and this is the Endless Valley, this is the vegan food that they have right here. They have Endless Valley, and it's made from plant-based ingredients. What's nice about it is you have a dog who has allergies or is having certain type of medical care, then you might want to feed him.
All right, so you mentioned food, but now let's go to treats, because you have a milk bone over there. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, milk bone is part of our makeup. It's part of American culture. It's part of our history. And what's really interesting is they're really embracing the newest trends. So with their farmer's medley, so which is basically protein sources with a lot of fresh vegetables. So they're typical whole grain, and then they're grain-free, which is, you know, the buzzword for people who have pets. So what you have is U.S. source protein with no corn, no fillers, and no preservatives. So they're really embracing what's happening in the marketplace.
One of the flavors is pumpkin.
Well, it's pumpkin and turkey, and that's grain-free. And then you have lamb and spring vegetables. Doesn't that sound yummy? No fighting over the food. No fighting over the gather. And then you have the chicken and the whole grain formula, and the beef and the whole grain formula, which is very typical. So it's very, and the nice thing is one size fits all. Because a lot of times when you have pets of different sizes, they tell you to buy different bags of treats. These fit all pets. The best part,
that's great.
$3.99 for a 12-ounce bag, and you can get them at Kroger's, Publix, Walmart.
Right.
Whereas the Gather only comes at a specialty store.
Do they taste good?
Do you want to eat one?
Look at them.
But I always wonder about that for my dogs.
As if they do taste really well. He put his whole face in that one.
It's always a challenge. So I'll try one. I mean, what's the big deal?
We want the scientific opinion
here.
What was this?
This is the whole grain recipe. It's with the real chicken.
Is it good?
Taste?
It's dry. I mean, it's a pet food biscuit.
It kind of smells like
You need
chicken.
water to go with it.
Yeah, you need a little water to go with it.
Well, while you give them that, let's move to the next product. You brought some bowls that look really trendy.
Okay. Now look at these beautiful bowls, if you don't mind holding that up. This one has the pet food. Isn't it reminiscent of French cookware?
Yes.
I mean, it
So
looks just
cute.
like La Creuset, which I cook in, so of course I had to have these.
Oh, you match.
But it's really, really nice because they have a ceramic bottom. If one of you want to spin one of those bowls around, you have the ceramic outside, you have the stainless steel outside, the ceramic-like interior with the color that gives you that pop of bright color in your kitchen. Also, stainless steel, believe it or not, is eco-friendly because you only buy a bowl once. You don't
And
have to
they're
keep on-
skid-free.
And they're skid-free,
Yeah,
which is
that I
really
like.
important, especially if you have dogs with floppy ears who are constantly dropping water on the floor,
Right.
possibly preventing accidents for
There
you,
you
your
go.
family, and visiting guests. So
That
that's really
makes
it.
sense.
And then another thing that you have here is brushless paste.
Well, you know, after any good meal, you know, I got a little taste of that oats in there. It's pretty good. Pretty good from the milk bone. But you know, after a good meal, everyone tells you need to really brush your teeth.
Yes.
So I brought some Oratine, which is actually made by the developers of Biotine. And we all know Biotine. It's the #1 recommended dental wash. So make the same product. And what's really great about it is brushless. So it's a clear gel packed with enzymes.
So you rub it on?
And you just rub it. I'll do it with Morrow. He has bigger
And then
teeth.
how do they
You
just
rub
lick it
on?
off?
No, you just rub it on their gum line.
You rub it on the teeth, not the gum. The gums, not the teeth.
On the gums and,
he
the
whatever
teeth.
you can
He's
get.
actually eating it, so he doesn't
Right.
seem to
So it
mind
must
it at
taste
all.
good.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't tasted it, but what's great about it is by Xylem.
I think
what's
that's
great
good that you
about
have
it
not
is
tasted it.
it's nice is that it's really gentle and it gets rid of that plaque. It helps the halitosis because some of our pets have stinky halitosis breath. And the other thing is it's easy. And also, if you have a senior pet takes medication, it really helps with the dry mouth.
Oh, right.
Wow. All right, well, you can learn about more of these products and many of them that Charlotte has on her radio show. It's called The Pet Buzz on Saturday mornings on SarasotaNewsRadio.com. Next, it's Suncoast for Sale. We'll be right back.